Wait the fuck.
Hello all, it's Łukasz from Go On Board, and this is the 9th day, almost like exactly in the middle of our Cyberpunk 2077, the board game campaign. So we have gathered so much funding and there are so many stretch goals. Here you can see the prototype version of the stretch goal box that will contain all the stuff that you get, and I'm going to talk about that today. I'm also going to answer your questions and go through some topics that you have brought up and talk about the expansions. We've shown you Johnny Silverhand expansion before, but now we also have Edge Runners expansion available in our campaign. So we have Johnny Silverhand and Edge Runners. So expansions are optional purchases that you can add on to your box, to your copy of the game. And of course you don't have to do it now, you can get it later on, but so many people are getting those expansions and it affects the overall funding. And actually everyone in the campaign is grateful to you because that affects the contents of the growing big stretch goal box. So, and yesterday, once we introduced Edge Runners, there were our questions. First of all, we are very happy that you like this expansion. That was something requested and something that we had so much fun working on. And you were asking about all-in option, just as we did with our previous campaigns. Once we add the last gameplay expansion, there is another way to pledge for the game, and it's called Gameplay All-In, where you get the game, the deluxe version of the game, and all the expansions, and obviously stretch goal box. And two things to say here. Of course, as I said, you may do it later on in late pledge or pledge manager, so don't you worry about that. And second of all, if you have pledged for the game and maybe the game and some of the expansions already, then we will help you out and show you how to upgrade to Gameplay All-In if that's something that you want. So Marvin is asking about using Edge Runner characters in solo mode. Yes, they are all playable solo and they are all pretty exciting to use in that mode. They are unique, they work fine, they work well in that mode, and they all come with special cards and their own cyberware. And as you may see, we are trying to listen to all your suggestions and respond to them in a timely manner. We cannot do everything immediately, but of course, if you point some issues with the way games looks, we will take a look at it and stay in touch with you, so don't worry about that. There's also a solo gameplay on our YouTube channel, and quite a few people have watched it already, and we are very happy with your response. But there's also a question about chip token. That was not shown there because of the mission I chose to play. So let me show it to you now. So if the mission requires me to be in two places at the same time, for example here I have to spend 2 RAM on point A while another player is on point C. So it's impossible while I play solo with one character. So before going to A, I have to go to C, basically. So if I go to C, I use my chip token, I place it here, and that part of the mission is done. So now I have to go to A, spend 2 RAM, and that mission is complete. And I don't have to do it right away. I may go to D or B to complete other missions. So it's about logistics, and you know, if it's far away, then probably my other missions would be easier to do on my route. So that's how the chip token works. And last but not least, let's talk about stretch goals. So again, as a reminder, if you get the game in the standard or the deluxe version, then you get standard or deluxe version of the stretch goal box. With that, you have a lot more content, expanding the experience in many different directions, and some of it, quite a few of these are exclusive, so they will never be available in regular sales. So it's better to get them now. So 2 days ago, the last stretch goal I talked about was River Ward, another playable character, and there's more stuff on top of that. So we have new mission, which is a boss fight with Sandayu Oda. We have new cyberware for gunslingers. We have new crafting. We have special hideout components. And we have a new game mode that was inspired by you. So those security tokens, they enhance the gameplay experience, they add another level of challenge, and that is something that was inspired by you, our community. Great idea, and since we have a very agile group of playtesters, developers, we've been able to sit down, work on this idea, test it out, see how it works in different missions, and we really love it. So it's another stretch goal we've unlocked. And last but not least, we've unlocked an exclusive game mode with a cat. So we have a help card, we have a token, and for the deluxe version there's a miniature. And not only that, we are asking you to take part in the naming process. So go to the update, go to the GameFound page and share your thoughts or your ideas, or help us choose right name for this exclusive cyber kitty that's coming to Cyberpunk 2077, the board game. And right now we have 3 stretch goals ahead of us. So we've unlocked 45 stretch goals already. So characters, missions, new game modes, new enemies, new type of missions with boss fights, some exclusive stuff. So variability and replayability here is just growing and growing. And 3 more stretch goals ahead, and we believe that we are not done there. So we have a new set of street story cards. We have a new set of crafting cards, and also a completely new mission. And similarly to previous Ronin missions and boss fight missions, that mission, Parallax, comes in as a side objective that you can take on in the campaign, or as a mission in the afterlife, so more gameplay for you to choose from. So that mission is quite unique. It brings new map tiles, new board tiles, so that expands the gameplay depth there, and it requires more stealth from you. I don't want to get into too much detail here, so obviously you can go and read more about that in the update we have shared. So again, we are grateful for your thoughts and for your suggestions and for your ideas. We are listening to them all. We cannot respond to all of them immediately. Not all of them are in line with this particular project, but we are working hard to create the best Cyberpunk experience in tabletop. So thank you for your support, and stay with us. We have 9 more days to go, and join the adventure.